Is reportedly formulating a plan to finally strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their HRH titles. Riley Sullivan is a lifestyle reporter here at skynews.com.au, and he's always across the latest celebrity headlines.
There wasn't any noise at first. It started with a whisper in Westminster that something significant was about to happen. It wasn't a tabloid meltdown or a viral Instagram tirade, but rather an official motion. The House of Lords, the world's oldest democratic chamber, is where she is still using her HR title even though she agreed to renounce it when the Sussexes left their royal duties. How is Will going to handle this? It wasn't just the public speaking out anymore, the system was retaliating. Meghan Markle, who is still known as the Duchess of Sussex, may soon lose all of her titles because the British power structure is working against her. It didn't begin with a scandal or even a tabloid leak, rather, it began quietly, with a whisper slipping through the Westminster hallways. In 2020, during the negotiations for Harry and Meghan to leave royal duties, it was agreed with Queen Elizabeth that they would not use the HR title. This is a long-standing precedent, and there is good reason for it. Basically, the HR is only given to working royals. However, for the first time since Megxit, that quiet whisper has become loud. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. You know the drill. Now, back to the drama. Meghan Markle has been very brazen recently with the use of the HR. The top brass in Britain has taken action. This time, it's not for publicity. The House of Lords has formally started a petition to permanently remove Meghan Markle's title as Duchess of Sussex. It's legal, it's serious, and it's pulling apart everything she thought was safe. Just months ago people said this would never happen. Now Parliament is discussing it for real, so the fact that she's continued to use this HR when they've been instructed not to, I think is absolutely infuriating. In Buckingham Palace, and there was a very interesting source inside close to the Prince of Wales who spoke to the Daily Beast. This wasn't some trending tweet or angry YouTube rant, it was a formal motion placed in Parliament by Lord Simon Lee, a crossbench peer, and it wasn't just one side backing it. Both Conservative and Labour peers are on board. That alone makes it historic. The petition spells it out clearly. Meghan Markle is being accused of breaking diplomatic rules, mocking her royal status, and turning a royal title into a money-making brand. The words used in Parliament are blunt. They say she's disrespected a title that was given in trust. This isn't about family drama anymore, it's now about the law. Parliament is stepping in where Buckingham Palace won't to hold her accountable. So what finally made the Lords act? It was the so-called private trip to Nigeria. The thing is that, according to insiders, neither the Foreign Office nor the Palace were informed about the trip, which is what drove the House of Lords to the brink. They claimed it was unauthorized diplomatic posturing and that it put the Crown's neutrality in jeopardy for hours after Harry and Meghan's bombshell was released. Meghan and Harry appeared in traditional attire, posed for pictures with top military leaders, and gave speeches as though they were still working royals. Oh my goodness, the newspaper and the Netflix documentary have been responding so quickly that they are now taking over the top pages. A Conservative member of Parliament stated that he intends to propose legislation to deprive the Duke and Duchess of Sussex of their time. The House of Lords isn't acting alone, they're responding to a massive wave of public outrage. According to a YouGov poll conducted in May 2025, 77% of the British public believes Meghan should lose her title as Duchess of Sussex. That's not just a majority, it's a landslide, and it's the strongest public backlash against her ever documented. It made me rethink my position, but I don't want them to lose it. But I think what they're attempting to do would be validated if they said, this institution isn't for us, we love our family, but we would like to hand these back, and I think that would be incredible. Voters from all political parties now concur that royal titles are more than simply nice labels. They carry duty, responsibilities, and profound constitutional meaning, and the push to remove Meghan's title is greater than it was before the Oprah Winfrey scandal. 61% of people believe Prince Harry should also lose his titles, particularly the His Royal Highness label. However, Meghan is currently the focus of controversy, commercial gain, and public embarrassment for the institution. It all stems from the Beyoncé concert, where Meghan was caught on camera saying, "You know I'm Sussex now." That was the point at which annoyance escalated into formal action. Do you think they might be? I mean, it really depends on what happens in the documentary's next segment, doesn't it? I feel really sad about it, to be honest, and I feel sad that we've come to this point. I believe they could have made a lot of differences. I wish we could locate a viral video of Meghan Markle yelling, "You know I'm Sussex now," and laughing during Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter performance in Los Angeles. For members of the House of Lords, that was the final straw, demonstrating that Meghan treats her Duchess title as a joke. She even made a joke with Mindy Kaling, instructing her to call her Meghan Sussex on with love. Legal experts in the UK now say that this type of public misuse could violate the 1917 Royal Titles Act, a law that forbids title holders from using their status for business or show. A branding tool, the petition calls out this exact moment, calling it a crass trivialization of sovereign designations would not be a good move because we need to try and cool the temperature, we need to try and kind of understand what it's all about, and that was my big thing with watching 3 hours of it last night. I thought, get them back, but I wasn't even sure what they were trying to say to you. Whitehall and the Lords both watched the video, and they all agreed that Meghan could not be a duchess if she wanted to be an influencer. The petition is just the first step. Yes, I don't think it's because they don't deserve it, it's just that they don't want to live it. If you don't want to live it, then what's the point? Meghan Markle's royal fairy tale is crumbling under the very brand she created around it. They've moved to America, have a house there, and have kids there, so they're not really a part of our lives. It will add authenticity to what they're saying because, in my opinion, it is, but you can't say all of that and yet have those labels. The monarchy has remained silent and the king has declined to intervene, but the House of Lords is speaking out and speaking loudly for Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, who may soon have her title erased by history as her supporters yell about racism and sexism. This is not coming from gossip websites or tabloid headlines, rather, it is coming directly from the center of British power. The underlying truth is that this is now a constitutional issue. The House of Lords is not responding to drama, rather, it is proceeding based on legal tradition and royal protocol, and it is evident that they are specifically targeting Meghan Markle's Sussex title petition. Bullets 5 through 8 outline what they consider to be grave misconduct, beginning with one of the most serious accusations, that she has repeatedly violated the Royal Communications Protocol. I recall that when I was in a relationship years ago, my boyfriend would comment, "Well, you're an actress," regardless of whether I joked or cried.